Okay, welcome back, guys, for another episode of Unruly Talks. Here you have your host, it's your girl Nadia Fox, and you've got my co-host Rome's. You want to give them? It's just Rome's, and obviously Nadia Fox underscore official. Add up Unruly Talks the page. So we're just gonna get straight into it now, and we're gonna talk about uni. Obviously, I've been to uni. You've been to uni. We've had different experiences, and I just kind of want to know, okay, with me, in terms of uni being beneficial, like I feel like I am no better than the other average Joe, because everybody's got degrees now. Like as I said, when you're growing up and that, you're sold this pipe dream of, yeah, go to uni. Obviously you're going to get a good job, you get me, you're going to be living nice, but that isn't the reality at all, you get me. Like I just feel like I was sold a pipe dream, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously, as I said, I've got a degree, and the job what I'm in, not to say that I'm going to put myself down and say that it's a shit job, but at the end of the day, for me, having a degree and the sweat and the tears and the nights without sleep and doing a dissertation. I remember I've had kids at this point, you get me. Like as I said, I should listen to my mom, because my mom used to always say, I wanna get on the education before I wanna have kids, but life happens. So obviously me having two kids and going back to uni, you get me, I said, busting my ass just to get this degree, this pinnacle point where everybody's saying that, yo, this is where the money's at. It nothing. Like, and I don't think, like, as I said, it's really beneficial for me, because that's in the job what I'm in now. It's not like I said I needed a degree. You get me? Like, I've just got my bachelor's there. This is there, like, you get me? And I've just got a big debt what I've got to kind of pay back. Like, wow. I got sold a pipe dream. So what do you, like, what was your experience of uni, and how you feel like, has it benefited you going through life?
You know what? I dropped out of uni. Real talk, because like going through uni was just like I said, I was kind of winging it in the sense where like didn't know what I wanted to do. Like I wasn't really saw the pipe dream, but everyone else is going uni. I've been in school, failed, etc. Not even done GCSEs, nothing. I'm trying to prove to myself like, yo, I can make it to uni.
Yeah. So you was doing it for more yourself.
Kind of, but why I started off on health and social care was just like, I picked up a cleaning job in a hospital, but I didn't know it was a cleaning job at the time. And I remember seeing one nice girl there, and I'm like,
so it's because of gal. You get into education because of gal. Okay.
I'm at this hospital. I'm at Sandwell. You get me. The job was ward servicing. So I'm thinking, ward servicing sounds like some good job, like some top flight security thing. You get me? Get there, sort of raw, just cleaning. Remember seeing a girl there. You get me? I'm like, what does she do? Someone's telling me she's a student. I can't approach her. I'm just a cleaner. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, what can I do? Like, can I go to college and come back like as a professional in the future? So
you can get a chat to the girl. You really went for all that for pum pum? Nah, Robes, you are going in still. Nah, you went to the extreme, but carry on.
Nah, I'm like, you know what? It'd be nice to return here as doctor or something. You get me, or nurse. So I'm like, you know what?
Look of respect on your name, look a title.
Yes, not just it's just a cleaner. You know what I'm saying? Because they try to tell us, the cleaner, we uphold the cleanliness of the hospital. We're the reason it's open. Forget all of that. So that's when health and social care's come in. But obviously health and social care, and then it's like I've ended up at uni trying to study occupational therapy. First university, I'm gonna say first. First year, messed around, this, that, end up in debt. Obviously, I moved to a different city. These times I live in.
So you didn't go to uni in Brum.
Nah.
Okay.
The things that I applied for that were kind of local, all declined, rejected. Man, try offering some next courses,
really?
etc.
Okay.
So city about hour and a half away from Brum, they offered me a place there. First year, I just messed around really, like didn't really take it serious.
Yeah, the money was nice in it. Trust me, when you get that first student loan, the money come through, you're like, yo, rich star.
Yeah, man was hitting the designer shops still.
Yeah, we've been there.
Man, yeah. So you get me. Obviously, I'm in a different city. You get what I'm saying? I'm in a different city. You got books to pay for. You got to then obviously pay for your own accommodation, and then you've got obviously transport, etc. And then obviously just your daily lifestyle things, like you still got your gym, you still got your phone bill, still got to buy your own
clothes,
all of these things there. Yeah. But I'm in.
Do you think it stretched? Did it stretch in terms of the maintenance that you got?
Definitely not. Like I've gone to
obviously, because like you never had no kids, it's different. Like because
I'm in accommodation, and because you got flatmates and all them other things there, you get what I'm saying. They're also on that landing as well. But I'm not really a sociable person in a sense like that.
Yeah, you
so
don't know from nowhere.
I didn't want to go in the kitchen and be chatting to people. You get me? So I can't lie. For the first couple of months or weeks, I'm ordering. You get me? I'm ordering. Every minute you see me to go downstairs, I'm grabbing my rice and chicken. Pepe's going back up. So money just keeps going down and down because I don't want to even step foot in that kitchen. You get what I'm saying?
So why couldn't you just be like, you know what? I'm buying my food. You get me? Cook up my local food and don't chat to me. Just be that guy.
Yeah, but your food's all going in the same fridge, so it's like.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, they're gonna teeth out your food and all of that. Yeah.
So it's like, man, just didn't really want to step into the kitchen. You get what I'm saying? So then I'm in a different city. Where am I parking my car? I lived in the town centre of this city. You get what I'm saying? Nowhere to park my car. I'm having to park my car miles away from the city centre to avoid tickets. I'm having to pay for parking in the city. Like,
so sorry to cut you. Was it that just unis out of town accepted you? There was no one there, like, or you just felt like you wanted to go?
I wanted to leave Brum at the same time, but at the same time, nowhere else. Like, I remember traveling to this city the first time for an open day, and the further I was going away from Brum, the happier I was getting. I swear.
Different faces, different scenery. Yeah, I get that too.
Couldn't wait to leave, but this is how, like, obviously, man, ended up getting into a spiral of debt because again, I'm in a different city. Maintenance loan ain't lasted long at all.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? I ain't even paid my bloody my rent for my student accommodation. So
well, this is why. In terms of like being responsible, so in terms of you buying food and that, like takeaway every day, why didn't you pay your rent? That would be the first thing you would think of. But as I said, you know what, you was young, and these are the things like I said. You get the money in your account, you just go butt wild. But like, you would have thought that at least your rent. Come on, now, Rome's.
Yeah, but remember, it's like you're not really thinking about that. You're just thinking, like, I've gone from living somewhere, stuff being paid for me, straight into the deep end type of thing. You get what I'm saying? No support, no other support.
And this is, you know what, sorry to cut you. This is why I want, like, my son, like, as I said, like, we can only advise and encourage our children to do better than we did, innit? And I've always, like, said to him, like, don't go around, he's working and he's doing this thing, whatever, he ain't a little workless boy. But, like, I always just say to him, like, yeah, man, like, go uni, like, just to experience it, like, go out of town, live somewhere else so you could, like, you know, get to know how he's living on your own and how to manage bills and stuff like that. But like, yeah, he ain't having it. He ain't having none of it. You don't want to go, but I can't force him. Like, it is what it is. I'm not gonna pressure you to go if you don't want to go. Like, he's working, he's making his money, but I would like him to have that uni experience still. Like, to say, or just living on your own, or just, you know.
Well, it's a struggle though, because
meeting new people.
You're trying to, depending on what course you're doing, certain courses, like I've been on a child nursing course and they had, like, after a couple of weeks you're in placement. How am I fitting placement around a full-time, like, trying to work as well to survive in another city? Yeah,
because you need to work if you're in another city, 100%.
And then I've also got uni as well, so I've got uni lectures to juggle, and with them type of courses as well, like occupational therapy and child nursing, like, your attendance plays a part in your full degree. If your attendance ain't that and punctuality ain't that a certain number, percentage, then you ain't getting the full degree.
Yeah.
So you're on placement, that's full-time. Then you still got to go lectures, but sometimes it's all split up. But then at the same time, how are you working?
Yeah, nah, it's true.
A lot of jobs
you can't fit it in.
Exactly, a lot of jobs you're going to. I can only work these days. Well, you know, good to us if you can only work these days. We want someone full time or part time that can do these days, but you can't do it. So again, you can budget, but going from how you used to live to budget, it's like a millionaire. A millionaire is not gonna really survive unless he had to on what's it called on Universal Credit, for example. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just ended up taking out loans, bruv.
Well, that's a bit extreme, but I suppose you got to do what you're supposed to do in terms of like survival of the fittest in it. So if you felt like you needed to do that, so don't, obviously, not to delve too personal, but like, didn't you have anybody where you could be like, get that some financial support from? And like, you know, borrow me a change, should I get my next uni loan or whatever? Because to go into a payday loan is very extreme, because you know they're going to put on interest and all them kind of things. But then again, it's probably to do with like at that time your age and not educated and not knowing, like, yo, like loan sharks are like one of the worst, like the last people to go to. You get me? So like, obviously, if you was to do things different now, do you feel like you would still take that same path that you took? Like, would you do anything different in terms of going to uni and, like, as you said, taking out payday loans? Would there be anything that you would have done different, or you would have just had that same experience how it was?
You know what, I was paying them to begin with. Like, I was rather taking them out and I was paying them. That's why I was able to get more and more and more. But I don't know I don't know, I can't tell you what happened. It was crazy. Like, I don't remember where it came to the point where I think I got too comfortable. And then probably dating this girl, then that girl, acting like Ric Flair, money man, this, that, you get me, and then then
trust me.
one time I just
splashing the
remember
cash.
I'm at Aldi, I'm shopping, try swipe my phone, decline. I'm like, huh? Looked at my bank. I was like, nah, there should be about $2,000 in there. Money gone.
Money's gone. That's what I'm saying. You got too
Money was
too
gone.
excited with the girl
Literally.
then.
And then
So-
what I done? She was like, is everything okay? You ain't got no money? I'm like, nah, I got money. She's paid for it. I've gone home, increased the balance, increased the balance, and then
Yeah.
boom. So it's not easy. And like I said to you, depending on what course you're doing, like child nursing and occupational therapy, they're courses where you can finish them.
Yeah.
Boom. There
Get
should
straight
be a job
into a
there.
job. Yeah.
NHS should be a job
Yeah.
there. Other courses, like I said, I've worked in a kitchen with a girl that told me she's got a degree in art. Now I've looked at her like art, like what type of
What
art?
are you gonna do with art? Nah, seriously, what the fuck you gonna do with art now, really? And she's gonna be an art teacher. Like, each to their own, but I ain't going to uni to do art.
Because you're gonna end up
You
in
got
all
time for
that
that?
debt for what?
For art. Like, what are
Exactly.
you gonna come out to be? What is the end goal? You get me?
But this is why it all depends on what you study at university. But it's,
Yeah, because like with me, I studied health and social care.
yeah.
You get me? Obviously, I got a first, but like,
So no.
it's so vast and so broad. Like, as I said, like, there was never a job waiting for me. I said, I got sold a pipe dream from my girl. I can't remember her name, the tutor, the black woman. Let's not say her name, but I can't remember her name.
I know
She was like, yeah, go to uni, blah, 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 like, you can get into nursing and whatever. Could I, heck?
Well,
You get
remember,
me?
though, colleges and
Lies,
businesses,
yeah, lies.
they're meant to just, they're like,
Yeah, she
they're
didn't give a
told you
shit.
to get on
She was
board.
just chatting shit in my ear just so I could pass her course, so I could go on to the next course to go to uni, but she didn't care. You get me? But as I said, like, yeah, with me and health and social care, I don't feel like that's given me the stepping stone in terms of like my career, like
Yeah.
where to go from here. There is nowhere to go. It's very vast and it's a very broad sector. You know what I'm saying? But like, you're not really making no money
So
off
would you go
health
into
and social
nursing
care. Nah, I ain't got the patience. I ain't got the time.
Anymore.
Nah, like them shifts and that, I ain't got time for that. And as I said, the pay's not great. Like, I'm getting older. I'm not gonna look to bust my ass for what? Like doing 12-hour shifts for what? Nah, that's too much. I wouldn't go into nursing. It's not me. Definitely not me.
But nah, man, it's too much. It's too much to bear, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, now, all taking out all them loans has scarred me for a long time.
Exactly.
Haven't I paid them off? No, because I
No,
can't lie. Some
I
of
ain't
them
paid
I
off
got
mine
wiped.
either. No,
You get me?
really.
Some of them
Well,
got
you went on a
wiped.
couple, but as I said, like if I didn't know what I know now, you get me. Like obviously, I probably would have still went to uni for the experience, but I wouldn't have my hopes up so high that like this is the be all and end all. Like I'm going to uni, I know that I'm gonna make something of myself after this. I'm gonna be set. When it's not like that, that's not the case in real life. The only thing that kind of saved me was that I lived at home. Like I feel like if I probably was like you and went out of town and you get me, I probably would have been on my face. I would have been definitely struggling because I definitely would need a little job to kind of, tide everything over.
But did you have a plan though? Because I never had a plan. Like I said, mine was just going to uni just for the sake.
Listen,
of it.
at first it was for the loan. I'm not even gonna lie, man, because the bitch is gonna live out here. You get me, like nice things. So I'm like, yeah, swear down, you can get so much money, rare. But then after a while, as I said, like I did want to make something of my life. Like I had 2 children. I'm like, okay, then I need a career. I need to be going somewhere.
Yeah.
And then, as I said, like I did kind of like want to just do it focused to get my degree, and I did achieve that goal. But going forward, it's not something what's kind of put me on a stepping stone and said like, yeah, I'm on like 35 bags a year or whatever. Like that's the idea I had in my head, but it hasn't worked out like that.
I can't lie though. You see, like my second time being at uni for the child nursing course, like this times COVID's about. You get me? They've told us like you need to get the jab, rare. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get a jab, there's no placement. I'm like,
Did you get it?
I'm
Not to
like,
say
nah.
star. Trust
So,
me, don't get caught up
obviously,
in the hype, man.
Imagine they're obviously emailing me, telling me, yo, what I'm doing, etc. I'm ignoring it because I'm not taking no jab.
Just go suck them mother. No.
They've removed me off the course.
Really?
I get student finance hollering me. Oh, we've heard you've been removed off the course. We want back our £4,800. We want back our money. Then you get NHS bursary as well. You know what I'm saying? Like that's money that you don't have to pay back.
Okay.
So I got the 4/8, like September times October. Then like a month later, I've then got the 1/8 as well on top of it. They've followed me back. We want that back as well. We found out you're no longer on your course. I'm like, huh? But
Yeah, they're rough.
I've been removed off it though. You get me? So not only do I owe for the first year of wasting, and then this second year as well, and then I got removed off the course. So I owe 2 years for nothing. And
yeah, that's a madness, you know. It right is, because at the end of the day, if you're like that kind of person whose mental health is like that strong and that can kind of send you to depression. Like, you get me? Kind of feel like I owe all these people's money. How am I gonna pay it? You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to take them things into consideration. But yeah, they could have left you with that. Like,
my first uni experience in terms of going for an interview, I walked into this university in Wales, and there was a woman just crying. I can't do it in her third year, hugging the tutor. I can't do it, etc. I can't lie. Third year or uni in general either makes or breaks you. Would you agree?
No, I graduated 2018. You get me? So I'm having to think back. But yeah, it was pressure. But I felt like, to be fair, by the time I got to year 3, I was in the swing of it. Okay. So it was just like, just bang out the assignments and blah, 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 blah. Now, the first year, I was a bit like, unsure. Like, what am I doing? Like, freaking hell, I got to get this freaking 3,500 essay in. Like, I'm not used to this. So everyone's different in it. But I felt like the dissertation, because it was something that I was passionate about, I was just on it. I was ready to go. Like, it didn't really affect me like that.
But now you're in debt, and you, like you said, you're no further ahead than what you would have been if you didn't have a degree. So it's like, well, you know what it was for me as well? My sister taught me, like, I have to big up my older sister, like, she went to university and got a, I think, social work degree. And I kind of looked at her. Nice. I'm seeing car, I'm seeing house, I'm seeing this. I'm like, yeah, man, I want. So I've kind of looked at her as well and kind of followed
as an inspiration kind of thing.
Yeah, but then now she's got her own business, and I've kind of looked at that, and it's like she's kind of put in my head, not her herself, but just looking at her like, do you even need a degree?
Exactly.
Now she looks even better than what she did when she had a degree. You get me? So now I'm looking at her like, I don't need a degree. So now it's like when people say to me, are you going back to university to study child nursing? I'm like, now when I'm looking at the wages, I'm like, obviously I do a bit of truck driving now, and I'm like, what I do pays more than nursing. Not to downplay it or anything like that, you get what I'm saying? Because again, I did enjoy working with children and young people because it was children's nursing. But it's like, you don't need to go to university.
Nah, there's definitely a stigma in terms of like, you know, going to uni. It's like it kind of puts you like not above the rest, but apart from the rest. Like, as I said, like growing up and stuff, like especially my dad, he was very like academic. Like, if you was in school, like you had to go to uni. Like, he felt like uni was the way forward, and blah blah blah, you'll get a good job and stuff like that. But as I said, like, it's not for everybody. You get me? And as I said, you can still go to uni and you can still end up a bum, or you can still end up not having a job, or you know what I'm saying? So it's not like going to uni is gonna get you open all these doors. I mean, it's a stepping stone. Don't get me wrong. You get me? I'll give you that. It's a stepping stone, but like, you need to be doing a master's to be on the big monies, because everybody's got a degree nowadays. So the competition is very high for jobs because everyone's got a degree. You know what I mean? I'm no different from anybody else.
But what I've worked out though, like, I don't know if it was the same course I was with you on, but actually I think it was. One girl was like, she learns more out on the road than she has in college, sitting in the classroom, etc.
What she doing out on the road? Doing what? Or you do that road, like,
but you know,
like life experience, you mean?
Yeah, but even so, if sometimes.
But is that paying the bills though? Is life experience paying the bills?
I would say so, you know, because like, it's come to that stage where sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know, and
most definitely.
I can't lie,
I believe
like,
that.
I know how to kind of speak to people, so sometimes, like, I may not have the correct qualification or experience for that job, but I can talk in it, and I'm a quick learner. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, sitting down textbook and that, it wasn't really for me, but I can do it though. So now going to university, them experiences, like, I know it's for me. So being in accommodation for myself, when I kind of moved. I've lived by myself now, been living alone for quite some time, but now that's taught me how to manage finances by myself and not to be taking out uni loans. I mean, taking out loans to survive, you get what I'm saying? So yeah, now I'm starting to cook and everything, so I don't need to be buying takeaway every
well, it's a part of that. It's a part of growing up, I suppose. You know, and just maintaining your own tenancy and stuff like that, like just doing what you gotta do, and daily tasks.
But there's no one there to teach me, but it had to be done. But so for your kids, you want them to go uni or whatever they want to do?
As long as they're doing something, you get me? Like, I'm not gonna push it. If uni's not for them, it's not for them. My youngest daughter she wants to be a lawyer, so it's like, obviously I'm gonna encourage her, but she's young, and she could change, like, you know, as we did growing up. Like, my career's changed from like day to day, so it's just one of them ones. But like, in terms of you getting in debt, how would you say your credit is at the moment now? Then, like, because you said that you've got
terrible
uni loans and stuff like that.
If it weren't for uni, like I said, once upon a time my credit was immaculate. But again, I didn't have the knowledge of what credit was.
So is it just uni loans you feel like as kind of like.
It wasn't uni loan, sorry. It was being at uni and trying to survive, and then I'm on, I don't know, payday loans and all them things there. You get what I'm saying?
We used to rinse that amount. I remember I had a little hookup for that stuff. Paydays was running it. No,
so that's where the spiral came from. Like, sometimes I look and I think, if I didn't go to uni, I wouldn't have took out loans, because my cousin always used to try to tell me, yo, listen, nobody ain't buying no house in the next 6 years. It gets wiped off your credit file, rare. Take this out, cause blah, blah. I'm like, nah. And then bam.
So you're adamant that you wouldn't help another person out in terms of, with, like, you know, if they want to take a loan out, you wouldn't.
But this is what I'm saying. No, zero knowledge type of thing. Girls ask me to take out to guarantor for something. I've done it. I shouldn't pay back the thing. So I leave me in a debt.
What do you mean? Hang on. So you didn't know what a guarantor was? Like, why would it? You must have had a lot of trust in this person. Like, was it a friend or was it a girlfriend?
Someone I was talking, just a girl I used to know.
So it seems like you're falling in love quick, you know. It seems like you're falling in love quick, you know, because boy, sir, I don't know about that.
But this is what I'm saying.
It's a big thing to take out.
Knowledge, bro. Lack of knowledge.
Yeah, you're just thinking, oh yeah, you wasn't.
Properly, all I'm hearing is, right now, you don't have no money. You have picnic. You're cool. I'm cool. All right.
So what's the kids got to do with you? That's what you should have said to her. Why has her kids got no? She's got no money for her kids got to do with you.
Obviously, I'm sympathetic. Like, all right then, safe. You ain't got no readies there.
Yeah, okay, that was just to pull on your heartstrings, by the way.
I'm gonna help you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what's this guarantor thing about? Oh, nothing. Obviously, you're just assuring that I'll pay it back rare. And I'm like, all right then, cool. All right, no problem. Then yeah, man, she took it out and we give her the money, and she not pay it back.
No. Hold on. So basically, you've been left with this debt that a person's asked you to take out, and that's why I got off.
No, we still took, like, she was paying it to begin with.
But she's not paying no more. So basically, you're left with the debt now,
innit? I looked on it the other day. She made about 7 payments, and there's still about $5,000 owed.
Nah, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. And are you still in, like, do you still have communications with this person?
No.
You tend to come run some money, star, because that's raw a mistake. Now, financially,
you can't force blood out of a stone, though. So I can't even get, like, even if I did contact this individual, like, yo.
This is why I don't trust people, you know.
But this is why I say, if my parents are built into me.
No, don't blame any parents.
I know.
Don't blame any parents.
Okay, but schools ain't
like you fall in love too quick.
Listen, school.
You fall in love too quick. Don't blame any parents.